Moonville Farms is implementing a closed-loop system or economy. And what does that mean for you, the player, and how will you earn in this closed-loop economy? So in this video, we'll have a look into that. But before we get into this, just remember the normal disclaimer. This is not financial advice, and you should always do your own research. The content of this video is for educational purposes, and it's subject to change, and is as always my interpretation of that. If you've been playing Moonville in the alpha, you were earning Ergons, and those Ergons is not the native token, and these will be converted over to Moon tokens once the game goes live out of alpha. That does not mean you're going to lose them, but once the game goes live, they're just going to be converted over, and all your gameplay or your play and earnings will then just be converted over to Moon tokens. That being said, we have no idea what the value is of these tokens, so at that time when Moon gets released or goes live, only at that time we'll know the value of those. So there's been 2 blog posts that covers the closed loop economy and gives us a little bit of a breakdown on how it works. So what does it mean when they say a closed loop economy? Well, basically they're saying that when they mint the Moon token, a set amount of tokens will be minted, and that's all the tokens or Moon tokens that will ever be minted. No extra tokens will ever be minted, nor will there be any of those tokens leave the ecosystem. So those tokens that you earn or players earn through gameplay and through selling or buying NFTs or staking will get redistributed within the ecosystem, and thereby they feel it's easier to control the inflation. How exactly they're going to work that, we're still waiting for more information regarding that, but that's the very basics of that. So they will be implementing the play and earn model and not the play to earn model. Basically what that means is you will be able to play for free. In-game rewards is then available for you to purchase anything that you want to, like NFTs or in-game boosts, upgrades, anything like that. Or you can even stake your earnings. So there will be 3 ways of earning. First is in the competitions. To participate in that, you will need earnings or tokens, which you can basically use as a buy-in and then participate in the competitions. The better you do, the more you win. Then obviously also there is the basically completing the daily rewards or tasks, which will give you tokens, which again you can spend and buy whatever you want with those. And then lastly also there is staking. You can stake your tokens that you win, and that will give you an APY, and the more you stake, the more tokens gets locked up in that staking. So it doesn't leave the ecosystem, it just gets locked up, and then you can earn a little bit extra from those locked up tokens. So what that also means, the higher the total value or locked up tokens is, the less price volatility there will be, making the ecosystem or economy more stable. As mentioned before, the token will be called the Moon token, and through your earnings you can use that obviously to sell and buy NFTs or whatever, basically try and earn a profit from that. But it's also a utility token, So your moon token will be used to buy moon stones that can facilitate your gameplay and give you temporary NFT upgrades and buffs in your game. Moon can be used to purchase NFTs in the Myria marketplace, and it will also be used, as stated earlier, to get or enroll into weekly tournaments. Moon can also, like stated earlier, be stacked, and that gives the stakeholders a reward. Then there's obviously the NFT upgrades and in-game bonuses, increasing the amount that a player can earn through the gameplay. Exactly how that works, I'm not quite sure yet, but basically it seems like if you spend some of your tokens, you will be able to earn or increase your earning potential. This will encourage people to spend their tokens, so ensuring that there's a circulating supply and people not just holding on to their tokens. Furthermore, they feel that options or some of these options will increase the ability for the tokens to expand outside the general gameplay. Moonville Farms features a treasury pool that acts like a daily savings jar, filling up when its times are good and emptying when there's times are not as good and there's not a lot of people playing. So basically what is going to happen, there will be a surplus supply of tokens in the treasury pool when times are good, and when that surplus supply goes over the maximum or the expected expenditure, it does not mean that there will be more tokens rewarded. It will become just basically like a backstop or a surplus supply that can be tapped in when times are not as good and there's not a lot of players contributing to the pool. So how does the pool get filled? Initially, when the initial moon tokens gets minted, a portion of that goes towards the pool, and that forms the basic or general pool that can be tapped into. Then as NFTs get sold, tournament fees, a portion of tournament fees, and moonstone fees, basically any activity or sales or transaction where moon is involved, a portion or percentage of that will go towards that treasury pool. So like I said, the treasury pool will gradually fill up from the sources listed above when daily activity users are high and slowly empty during periods of low activity. So that will help when there's crypto winters and so forth. It's worth noting that even if the pool exceeds the maximum rewards cap at the end of a competition, it won't redistribute rewards over that cap. And that's basically what I've been saying in terms of when there's more tokens available, it's not going to just give out more tokens. Those extra tokens will form part of a system where it will become available for when there's not as many players or as many tokens available. Okay, so in a quick summary, there'll be a set amount of tokens minted. You won't get more than that. Once it's minted, that's it, no more. There'll be a treasury pool. The pool will act like a sponge, sort of, filling up when it's good and emptying when it's bad, times are bad. And they will never tap into that pool more, even if it goes over the cap that is available. Currently, we've got no information on exactly how big the pool will be or the value of the moon tokens. The amount of redistribution coins will be determined by the factors such as the skill of the player and player engagement. So I'm guessing what that means also is when you play and you just do your daily and log off, you'll not get as much tokens as a guy that plays the daily and, let's say, an extra 2 or 3 hours. And a guy that plays 24/7 will be rewarded even more. There will be 3 ways of earning. That's competitions, completing challenges on all the servers, and then staking. Moon tokens can be used to buy NFTs, upgrade NFTs temporarily, or I'm guessing some of that might be permanent. Purchase of moonstones, staking, and pay fees for weekly tournaments. Then that is the basics of what we know so far. Let me know what you guys think of the idea of the closed loop system. Can it work? Will it be sustainable? And it's something that will increase the value of the tokens as we play. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.